It's a typical day at the dairy farm, and it's about 11 o'clock in the morning. We are joining Tony to the west side of the milking parlor where he does the hoof trimming, and he's just getting this cow in the chute now, so we're going to get to see the whole setup and trim.
This cow I'm trimming today is because she needs to go dry, and I like to try trimming all my cows before they go dry. So she don't have she's not limping or lame. She just needs her feet trimmed. This one's rolling over a little bit. So we're going to get her squared up and ready for the dry cows.
So just maintenance.
This is just a maintenance trim.
I used to think this was sawdust in this barn and realized this is all nail trimmings. We're going to speed things up a little bit while he's using this tool. Most weekdays, Tony will trim 1 to 3 cows, and it all depends on how many of them have sore feet and how he wants to try to get those cows in before they go dry. The most common problems that he would run into with the hooves causing pain would be pressure ulcers, abscesses, and heel warts. Pressure ulcers are just from too much pressure on one point, and the abscesses are often caused when the cow gets a rock embedded in the hoof. When did you take over the hoof maintenance trimming program? How many years you think?
I always forget. It's been 15, 20 years.
Did you learn from someone or on-the-job training?
I did not go to school for it. I watched them all.
So the people that used to trim,
I've seen them do it, and then
they told you different things.
They told me a few things, and then I watched some videos on YouTube that'll take you through the steps of how to trim a cow, and then practice. Carefully practice. The more you do, the better you get.
And so how old is this chute? That's what you got when you first started? This is that original one that you got?
This is the first chute that we ever had. We got it off of a neighbor dairy farm that had it built for himself, but he never got it up in use. So we bought it off of him, finished putting it together, and started doing what was supposed to be sore cows, work on right away, turned into doing all the cows, and that's how I started doing it. Watching the sore cows try to walk around the curve.
So that dark spot is just pigmentation?
Yeah.
Do you ever trim these?
These ain't very big. Sometimes they get really long, and I try to grind them down a little bit. It's just dead horn. They don't feel it. I mean, you can't take it all the way back to here. If it's way out, you can grind some off, and they don't feel it. It's just dead, just like the hoof is. Actually, there's a.
What do you call that?
That might be a little bitty wart.
That's tender, huh?
It's a start.
And you spray that?
I'll probably wrap it, just because I want it to disappear. So I'll clean it off.
Ooh, I think that hurt. She didn't like that. Is that does the left one have it too?
You can't hardly see it, but it's between there. The red is a little bit of what I call a wart, or start of a wart.
See, I see.
It's
Is
raw.
it that white spot?
No, That's the raw, red raw stuff right there.
That's what's the start of the wart, huh?
Yeah.
Now Tony will pack this with a special medicated salve and wrap it to keep it in place. But nothing on this one?
I don't think so.
Let's see what the healthy one looks like.
It's actually a starter.
Now that looks like something growing. Clean that one out.
Can't
Let's just
see it. It's a start. That's what a foot bath would probably take care of, and you wouldn't have to do nothing with it. But we don't have a foot. We don't run a foot bath.
Have you guys considered that?
We thought about it.
So that bloody part, that's where it was.
That's
Now,
just a bed. And when it gets bigger and grows like on both sides, then it's gonna rub and pinch, and they hold our foot up. And it's sore. I really don't think there's anything in there.
eventually does this rub off?
They'll fall off in a few days usually. And if not, if I see them on after a few days, when they're in the parlor, I'll try to break that and then they'll fall off.
Snip, snip here, snip, snip there. Just like on the Wizard of Oz. Do, 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 in the very old land of Oz. He's not really playing like he's on the Wizard of Oz. He actually is trimming the ear hair around the tag so that they can see the number more clearly. Okay, one is finished and one more to go. This cow is getting trimmed today because she does have some type of a sore. She's been limping, and we're about to find out why. And that's why she's sore. So what do you do when there's two, like that spot? Can you block both?
Hopefully this is just a dirty spot and I'm cleaning it out. And I could block here. This is the spot.
And let that treat that.
This is might be in
So far, it just looks like a dirty spot. Check for warts. Let me see that.
That's nothing. It's got swelling in here because of this. So
Okay, hold.
I'll probably block it. That way the blood ain't going on. I'm going to put glue on this block that I'm going to put on this hoof to hold it up so that she does not put any pressure on this one where you can see it's sore. And hopefully it will heal out and it should be all better. It starts to set really fast.
Just say it sometime.
will wash it out and I'll wrap it. So since it's
tunneled up in there?
well, it's just that basically that's all meat. But also
Should that be there? Or is it like it does, it looks like that shouldn't be that shallow, like,
well, it's not. It's because of
I know
the way
it's
from the pressure, too much pressure on that point.
Has she had this before? Do you know? Same foot, same.
Sometimes both feet. I don't. She's an old cow, so she's had them. They go away, they come back. I'm gonna make a wrap. Hopefully it stays on through. Hopefully that block, I hope it should stay on for 3 to 4 weeks, giving a bad claw enough time to heal out. If it don't come off, I can always put her back in and take it off after 3 or 4 weeks after it's, I think the other claw's healed up.
So you got this shoot about 15 years ago or so.
Yeah, we got it from a neighbor that quit milking, so we got it from him, and then we had to put our straps. We made these straps to go underneath the cow's belly, and then you gotta hook them, and then you gotta hand roll it up until it's pretty snug on the belly, so take some pressure off the cow while she stands there, And then then there's a switch that will roll the cow, will pull the whole chute over, which will roll the cow over. And then once she gets over, I gotta tie her feet.
And it looks like you've gone through numerous ties over the years. I mean, these kind of look like rags now.
Yeah, the ties are ties wear out just from over time. The cables wear, and you gotta change the cables. This one's starting to get pretty very wore. And I'll probably have to change it pretty soon. But it's just a lot of extra work. So I'm looking to maybe upgrade to a nicer one, which would be more cow friendly, maybe more friendly to me, a lot less work. I won't have to do all this manual stuff. I'd have hydraulic levers to swing the belts under and flip the cow, and it'd just be a lot nicer on the cow. And hopefully they will. The way this chute's made, it's just that when they let the cow back down, sometimes you gotta watch so their legs don't get pinched by this bottom rod. So you have to go slow, watch it close. With the new chute, I think, well, for what I've seen, the new chute will not. They just roll over real nice, and they put their feet right where they left them, and they shouldn't fight it. They shouldn't never get their feet caught. And it'll just be a lot nicer for me and the cow.
And that brings us to an end of this episode of Beckman Brothers Dairy and More. Tony, I sure hope that you get to upgrade your trimming chute because, well, this one's looking a little janky and none of us are getting younger. And to the viewers, as always, thanks for watching.